everyone. Hello. Oh, why can't I see Ashton? What the hell just happened? She's here. I don't know. I don't know why video decided she doesn't need to exist.
She's not even wearing camouflage. Like, I'm so confused.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Hello.
Okay.
Ashton's here, y'all.
Hi.
Fashionably late because of tech.
I was here.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Entropy Emporium. Thank you for joining us at the nexus of chaotic fun and creativity, where adventurers, that's us, roll dice, digitally or physically, and digital realms come to life. Embrace. God, reading things and having dyslexia, y'all. Embrace the entropy of our community as we celebrate the unpredictability of tabletop stories in the dynamic world of video games and just enjoy each other's company. You know how you can do that? You can join the Discord. You can also follow on social media to see all of the things that are going on, which we're going to talk about real quick, but I'm going to throw it to Kian so I don't mess things up, because along with not being able to read, I also can't remember things. And then we'll go on. So Kian, what fun things are coming?
Not being able to read or remember things is the most neurodivergent mood. Literally me every day of my life.
Yep.
Every other Thursday, we have Cypher here run by Harp. That is a heist game, a lot of fun. Every Friday, except for next Friday, we are obviously here for Thirsty Sword Lesbians. Next week is our break. On Saturdays, we have Amber the Space Jamber is running our Traveling Home. Starting in March, we will have a horror masks game run by JD called They Call Us Villains. And then I have a casting call up for a Invisible Sun game that will be starting in April or May. So
wait, why didn't I see this happen? Hold on. I just registered that you said you had a casting call.
Wow, Taylor, I can't believe you weren't the first person to apply.
I want to play Invisible Sun real bad.
This just in, Taylor hates me, everybody. This is the worst day of my life.
No, just life for me doesn't exist past the current month I'm in, and then the next month happens, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
I understand.
You know?
I will very selfishly plug my own casting call, and I will drop the link in chat if anybody wants to apply.
Do it. Yeah, and real quick before we get into what all happened last time, let's go around and everybody introduce yourselves again and tell us who you're playing today. I'll go in the same circle I think I usually do. I don't really know, with Ashton starting first.
What is going on, Power Bottoms? Welcome back to my Minecraft Let's Play. I have IBS, and that's okay sometimes. Today I'm Ashton. You can follow me anywhere on the internet at Popsicle Mike. Yeah, that's it. I don't know why I forgot it. At Popsicle Mike, or just on Twitter at Popsicle_Mike, where I sometimes talk about things. I don't think I do anything else. If I do anything, I'll tweet about it. So.
Hell yeah. Let's then go over to Layla.
Hi, I'm Layla. You can find me on Twitter at Albamonziari. I did my lipstick really well today. That's all there is.
Love a good lipstick. I did not. I had to smudge mine. Well, we already talked to Kian, but let's go back. Kian, who you play?
Hello, everybody. My name is Kian. My pronouns are they, he. Tonight I am playing Marion, just a little lad, the Dream Mirror playbook. Before we pass it along, I forgot to mention, but we are raising money for Palestine Children's Relief Fund. Tilify link is in the chat, but feel free to donate. We are supporting Palestinians who are currently, as we all know, facing a genocide, and so donate to help support. This is for on-the-ground initiatives to help get children the resources that they need to hopefully get them out of the situation that is happening to them. So forgot to plug that. But yes, I'm Kian. I'm playing Marion tonight. That's me.
Wonderful. Let's then go over to Taylor.
Hello, I'm Taylor. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm playing Caspia Sea Seeker, who also uses she, her pronouns. You can find me online at Roll for Felicity. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Taylor's mom.
Hi, Taylor's mom.
Hi, Taylor's mom.
And then last but certainly not least, Blair.
Hello, my name is Blair _ Canadian Moose all over the place. I am playing Rumble, and yeah, she angry right now. So we'll see if that keeps going or if we'll get that fixed. Fix the anger, please.
Taylor, I've never met your mom, but she seems like the sweetest lady on the planet.
She is great. I love my mom. Unless you're talking to the other Taylor, just kind of apropos.
Well, I've never met the other Taylor's mom either.
She's aight. No, my mom's cool. I wouldn't label my mom sweet. I would label my mom like you know when you have a friend that you're like that bitch. Like that's my mom, you know, she's like that bitch.
Yeah.
That does fit Cindy. That fits Cindy real well.
Yeah.
Her name's Cindy. Yeah.
Yeah. Like she's just that bitch in the best of ways. Hi, and I am also Taylor. Different one, but also the same name. And I am the storyteller today, and every other character that comes to be. I say I'm the storyteller. I am not. It is fully in the hands of the players and whatever we landed on last time. Which, hey, XP to the first person doesn't give me some recaps.
We got plan.
That's not a good enough. What? Give me more.
Two socks on the titties.
2 socks on the titties. We got a plan to infiltrate these guys. I forgot Taylor's mom's watching, so I'm going to try not to curse as much. Sorry, Taylor's mom.
No, you can curse.
But
What were you gonna say?
yeah,
What were you gonna
I was
call
going
them?
to say these motherfuckers,
Oh,
but
there
I
we
was
go.
going to be really sassy about it. And
None of us
And-
are fucking Taylor's mom. Like, I don't understand what.
No
Also,
motherfuckers
thank God you
allowed.
didn't say motherfuckers. Thank God.
I've said enough. Can I get the point now, please?
Yeah, you can be a.
Also, Layla, you don't know that about me, so shut up.
You know, you're right. You're right. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I'm the one who
last
started it.
time, everybody made it back to town. You were able to kind of catch up the higher powers of the outpost on the whole thing, and they sent you out to check in kind of the sister city on the other side of the desert, thinking that one, they were talking about the air crystal might be there, and two, if these baddies are looking for it, they'll probably be there with Rumble's sister, even though she ignored that part about the matriarch specifically saying the bad guys will be there. You should probably save her sister, but you know, happens. And yeah, when you got there, it was an absolute fucking mess in the way of that town no longer existed. It looked like the little bit of it, it wasn't seemed to be a large outpost, but had quite literally been ripped from the ground. And y'all were like, whoa, they actually had a flying city, until you saw a crashed house on a mountaintop. And you're like, uh-oh. And then found the entire city crashed. Very clearly had happened a year or so ago. It'd been a minute. It had been like 2 or 3 years since the matriarch had even heard from the matriarch that ran this outpost. So wasn't looking too good. After an avalanche and some yelling conversation, Jill did hide under some of the rubble as Zephyr and a few of the dust reavers flew overhead, seemingly not to see you, and you all hatched a plan. And we're just going to pick it up there. As y'all have driven to the mountains, gone past the wreckage of the city and back up into the mountains, and there is like some very like old roads, like all beat up, asphalt's been pulled up with time, but then also just some very clearly worn trails from when a city did exist here. They're a little overgrown in places, but you're able to start making your way up. When then you get to what are these kind of spires, they're very much, because like I said, you're in the mountains, but this is very much more like deserty mountains. Think like Zion vibes, there's big rock outcroppings amidst everything, and they're kind of these spires that go, hundreds and hundreds of feet up in the sky. They're massive, where you had saw Zephyr kind of fly towards. And so y'all are now down at the base of this mountain and these rock structures. Your plan starting to be put into action. What would you like to do in this moment? What is the plan? What's being talked about? How do you look? How are you pulling the wool over this guy's eyes?
Before we jump into the plan, thank you to whoever just donated. Somebody just donated $10.
Thank
We appreciate it. Thanks, y'all.
you.
Okay, sorry.
No, that's important.
Well, we all found capes, right? Or was
Yeah,
that only
yeah,
Amber?
for sure.
I definitely got a cape. We
And
got
well,
cape.
you found a blanket, right?
It's a cape.
You say
It's probably
okay.
like an old
It's part
window
of the charm.
curtain, you know?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
But okay. Here's the plan that I think, if I get it wrong, please correct me, but this is what I think is going on. My boobs are as flat as they can be, to my chest. And I'm going to go in and say that you guys are my prisoners, or that I captured you. And you were doing some really bad things against the Dusk Reavers. Like, maybe you guys were doing graffiti. I don't think they like that. No, they might, but like, not if it says Dusk Reavers suck ass. We'll say that you guys did that.
We were graffitiing over their graffiti.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, there you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. You guys are trying to start your own like rival villainous
Tag team.
group.
You're muted,
Uh,
Layla.
Sorry, it's just that the only issue I have with this plan is that when your boobs are taped down as flat as they can be to your chest, you do just have regular sized boobs, actually kind of big.
Yes. Yeah, they're
but they're at least not recognizable as Anne Marie's boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The main
okay.
point.
That's
Like,
fair.
Zephyr's
Or
never
what if
looked at
instead
her
we made
face.
them bigger?
I don't know how we would do that.
Harder to do. I think.
Yeah. My back hurts enough already, all the time. Just all the time. So
Fucking feel that.
I want to look around for like a big sweater to put
Yeah.
Amory in. So
oh, that too.
it can be
Yeah.
kind of.
We're in the desert. It's fine.
Well, they were in the sky though.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
you know,
true.
So there
Yeah,
might be
yeah, yeah.
sweaters around here.
they were in
Yeah,
a part of the
okay.
desert that probably had snow when there was precipitation in the air at some point. So at least
Okay,
some
cool,
old
cool.
ass sweaters.
Yeah, it has a cat on it.
Yeah,
Of course.
And
absolutely.
It's a pink like sweater, like the kinds that like grandmas have.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I
god,
was
that
not
has
happy
like
to
where it's
put
like
it on,
the knit print, but it's just painted on to look like the little knit.
yeah, I was
Those
not
are the
happy to
best.
put it on, but I'm not mad now that it's on. But so yeah, I'm gonna lead you guys in there and be like, I found some fuckers. And then I'm gonna gain their trust, and then I'm gonna get you guys out, and we're gonna do whatever we need to do, steal, fight, kill, but eventually we are gonna get in a plane. Or some of us will get in the plane.
Make sure my sister's there.
Oh yes, sorry, I was excited about the plane, but yes.
And
sorry,
I just have a quick question. Why did you say some of us will get in the plane and then looked around like that?
Oh, because Rumble has a car, and I don't think she would want to leave it.
Okay. I didn't know if you were automatically accounting for their
No.
being, like
Honestly,
someone
dying.
I would think that even though 5 of us are going in there, I think more than 5 might come out, because I think we're so charismatic that we might turn some of those people into our cause. So
You might start a mutiny.
yeah.
Marion is just kind of standing in the background and leans in. So are we killing or are we making friends? I'm getting mixed signals.
Both.
That's up to them.
Yeah, really,
honestly.
it's their choice.
Okay.
Just like kind of call it as you see it. If you think it's better to kill than make friends, then go ahead and do that.
Okay.
I put my arm
there's
around.
no wrong way to do it.
I put my arm around Rumble and I go, "You and me in the getaway car, huh? Bonnie and Clyde in it."
Okay.
Want to do an
Wait.
entice move with that?
Oh,
Sure. I'm just role playing, but sure.
Yeah, look, it
This
works.
game
because
is
you
just
can
an
get
opportunity
strings.
for me to flirt with people.
Truly,
How do I
the
roll
best part of it.
entice again?
So it should
How do you make a rouse check?
be don't fucking ask me, man. So many moves and none of them right. It is heart. You roll with heart.
Thank
And
you.
basically on a
2d6.
let's see.
I got an 8.
Nice. So you get to gain a string. So if you want to move your little rumble icon up one, and then, unless they decide instead to choose one, would Rumble rather get flustered and awkward, promise something that you want, or give in to desire, or let them get the string and.
You are muted.
Thanks. I think I'll let them get the string.
Okay.
Because like even though we had like a little flirty moment last time, she's been angry since then. So I
Out
don't
in the
think
mind to
getting
get flustered.
yeah. So yeah, the string is good. I think she will say she'll be kind of like, okay, and then realize, wait, this is one part of the plan that we didn't actually talk about. Where are we putting my car?
Well, we have two options. We fully drive it up there, and by we I mean me, but just for the last part. Because I would have to be the one driving to make my way up there, right?
Unless, as my captor, you force me to drive for you.
Oh, like I have a gun to your head.
Yeah,
Okay, that's fine. Yeah,
I would
can...
feel safer that way, actually.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I can definitely do that. Now, do you want knife, or do you want blade, or do you want projectile?
Whatever you won't accidentally hurt me with.
All right, I'll do both.
Whatever feels more comfortable in your hand. Both.
I'll do
okay.
both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not both?
Yeah, I can do both. I can do
Double
both for
down.
sure.
It's one of those things where
Sounds
the more
really-
dangerous you make it, the more careful Anne Marie is. And
Yeah.
so really that's actually safer.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
you know.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. I get that.
It's like when you have ADHD and it's like if you try to focus on just one thing, you're not going to be able to do it. But if you have like two things in front of you, you can kind of do both.
I thought you were gonna.
know.
It's like if you have ADHD and autism. Is what I thought you were gonna
It's
say.
like when
You
you
have
have
both.
ADHD and autism, and which one is the knife and which one is the projectile? We don't know.
It depends on the day, honestly. All right. So we're all loading up in the car. Where's Poppy going in this?
I think I'm going to, since we have a mental bond, I don't think
Mhm.
there's like a range on it because it's just like one of the perks that I can pick.
Yeah.
So I think just out of an abundance of caution, I'm going to have Poppy like try to, and also speaking of boons, the thing that she has that's bad is that she's conspicuous.
Well, yeah. She's a large
Yeah, so-
lizard.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to have her maybe just stay here where like the fallen city is.
Okay.
Because I don't want her to get hurt, and I don't think she's gonna be that helpful to have with us like inside of this place. So I'll just tell her to stay in here, and then whenever I need to, I can tell her to meet up with us because I can communicate with her telepathically.
Oh, yeah. Cool. All right. So you all load up. Poppy's gonna, just spend some time probably just rummaging and trying to kind of stay in the rubble so they're not really seen. And you load up, finish your last bit of the drive, and as you're driving, Rumble, you were very thankful that you decided to still drive, even though there is a knife very close to your neck, because this
Not
is
yet.
not okay. Because
Not the
this
whole
is-
time.
I'm like,
this is one of
we
those
still have a few
roads.
miles. What are you?
I'm ready. Just in case. Just in case.
Just in case. This is one of those roads that like is wide enough for a car and is a sheer drop off to one side. And it's like one of those that if it was still a time in which people were traversing, you'd have to honk before you go around curves kind of vibe. It's just a one lane road. You got to go. And it is, gorgeous. I don't know if y'all really super care about that at this point in time. We'll say that we're like, we've been adventuring for a hot minute. Y'all gotten there. You've done your disguise. We're probably getting a little closer to sunset where, the sky's getting that nice, like kind of reddish orange, which is amplified by like the dust still whipping up from the desert down below. You have the sheer rocks. That's this mix of like that red stone starting to meet a little bit more of like the mountainous dirt and stuff that makes those really cool, like kind of wavy patterns, big, like curly horned, like mountain goats and stuff. So like kind of climbing around, some like shrub brush still exists in the area. And you're snaking your way along. A few times it gets a little touch and go as there's been parts that have been worn from just erosion and landslides. That you can feel your tire kind of dip a little. You got to climb yourself back up. You're very good. You have that kind of 4-wheel drive sand tires going in this moment too. And you make your way, get a little closer. You're starting to see a little bit of a clue that there's some sort of people. As you start to see, there are more fresh kind of tracks, definitely smaller. They look to be kind of like the dune buggy 4-wheeler vibe, similar to kind of the dune buggies that you had seen previously. You start to see, some like discarded bottles or pieces of clothing or things that may have like flown off in various spaces. But then you're getting to the edge of one of these large spires. Everyone's in position, and Marie, you're like starting to get ready. And you see that there are some of these vehicles kind of parked all along this area. And there's at the bottom of this giant rock structure, very clearly has been messed with by man, as there are some other kind of supports and pieces of wood and things that are kind of keeping this now made entrance, which looks very nice, but these supports look to be helping it because it looks very old. You're seeing some of kind of this like carving and this craftsmanship that is very reminiscent to what you saw in that kind of abandoned temple below. Like it's just old, it's worn, but very clearly has been tampered with. And you see a couple of dust reavers standing outside. One looks to be, kind of a shorter, feminine figure. They all have kind of hoods and some kind of bandanas and stuff around their face as the wind is kind of kicking up right before the sun kind of goes down and it's kicking all that dust towards y'all. The other looks to be like a much, much larger, like 6'3", 4", like almost as wide, muscly man standing there. And he just has on kind of like little flight goggles almost, and is just like dust covered, like doesn't even care that he's inhaling all of this. And they immediately like grab guns and point as y'all start to kind of make that corner. And what are you doing in reaction?
Well, first of all, where are we parking?
That's all. I mean, you can just pull up next to the doom buggies.
Is there a closer spot? Because I think I don't want to walk too far.
You can get right up to the door if you want.
Is there a parking spot there?
I mean, there's not real parking spots. It's just like kind of a field that people have just parked in.
Right. Yeah. No, I just wanted to be sure. I didn't know if this is a Walmart situation.
No. Yeah.
And
no need for princess parking because it all is.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, and I just wanted to make sure like we weren't going to park in a handicap spot.
Valid.
Okay. Layla, you're muted.
And there aren't any lines, right? Because if so, we should park in a line so that when no one hits the car. Like we take up 2 spaces.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you see like little tiny stones kind of making parking lines.
Does it look like that they're like, if I look at the people with guns, are they like just kind of holding their position, or are they like frantically grabbing guns like about to shoot us type?
More the second, but with a little bit of hesitation as they're trying to figure out if you're one of them or not, and now starting to not recognize the car. Like you see a little more frantic movements.
Is there a way, like, is there like some kind of, I don't know if there's like a universal like Morse code type thing that I could like like, I don't know, I kind of thinking like flash my brights or something, like flash my lights, just to kind of be like, we're not here to hurt you or
also,
anything.
like if you do it in their face, they'll go blinded for a second.
Or that.
But also it's the signal too. You always got to think of 2 ways. Why would you do
You're
anything
also
if
close
only one
enough
thing
if anyone
happens?
wants to just yell out the window, you fully could too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Could I have a mic set up in my car? Like a speaker?
Why not?
Okay.
We just add to this vehicle every time.
Yeah. So I have a speaker. I'll unhook that and I'll pass it to Anne Marie.
Okay, well, I have one hand on the gun and one hand on the sword. So someone's
I'll
gonna have
hold
to
it.
press.
I'll
Yeah, you're
hold
gonna
the
have to
button.
do that.
I'll just look at you and go 3, 2, 1, and then like press.
What is up, fuckers?
Oh God.
I brought captives.
Safety off.
Yeah. I brought y'all captives. I found them out there. They were being real big bitches. Let's go.
Yeah, I was being a bitch.
Don't help. Don't help.
All
I'm
of
just
that
trying
comes over the microphone.
I'm trying to look not intimidating, but I'm like so muscly that like I'm still like
No,
it
we
looks
put a-
strange.
We put a blanket
I'm
over
kind
you.
of scared.
Like you're using your cape as a blanket, and so you look like you're in shock.
I bet you to this back seat since you are just so wide plus in like your armor that poor like Rolly and Marion on either side just
Yeah,
like
because this is the first time
I pull out a small teddy bear out of my bag and put it in your hands.
I do love as a solution for a TTRPG someone saying something and someone else being like, no, you have a blanket on you.
Well, we
That doesn't
definitely
happen.
We made you.
oh my god. You see that the guy, like I said, safety off is trained a little more, but then with the like talking, the announcement, not the immediate shooting, and the very clearly like these guys aren't in charge. They're just kind of looking back and forth at each other. And you see the woman just kind of takes a few steps back, like leans in the door, seems to like yell something you can't like fully hear over the car.
Good.
And then like you can start to hear kind of like a bell ring, somewhere throughout this. And the guy will just kind of yell, I think, before walking over. He's just like, turn off the car.
Cool. We're just gonna park first.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to just turn it off if we're in motion or something. You know what I mean?
Park there. He just points to like a bare spot. Park
Okay.
there.
All right. Go slow though. Go slow.
Yeah, I'll go slow and follow that. I'm also guessing that we found like rope or something to like look like we're all like bound
Oh
and
no,
whatnot.
Yeah,
no
slip
one's
knot.
gonna tie
If
me
you
up, are
guys-
they?
If you guys thought of
Oh,
that, that's
no.
great. I think Anne Marie was planning to use her just intimidating presence to say that she made you all cower in fear.
We just did that as like just an extra layer. 'Cause, like,
Okay.
that's enough, but like
That's what you
just
tell
walks up
her.
to each person and like
I
hands
think
them a little bit of rope.
Shannon,
To
what
ourselves.
happened is really was like, no, you need to tie us up. Like you should tie us up. Like you need to tie us up. Like definitely for the mission, you gotta tie us up.
Got it. So
We're like, oh, we're
you
tying
park-
you really loosely. You're like, tighter.
I want to burn.
Y'all get the car parked very slowly. The whole time this guy's just like walking next to the car and he just takes like a step and has to wait
Yeah.
a second while he
Yeah.
keeps rolling and
I
takes
do
a
not
step.
look at him once.
I love it. And then once you kind of park, he'll just kind of fling open. He's probably on like the driver's side door, seeing that you seem for some reason, Anne-Marie, to be in control of the situation, and this person is like not. And so we'll kind of like fling open and just like points in, blocks the door, and it's just like start explaining.
Yeah, I'm one of your scouts. Why would, dude, you know me,
What's my name?
John.
Actually, she said that you knew her, not that she knew you. I just want to point that
Also,
out.
everyone is
That
John.
question doesn't make sense in I'm sorry, wait. That
Yep.
question doesn't make sense in the in the way we're talking.
They'll seem to
right
have
now.
like a lot of chemistry. How
Thank
long
you.
how long has this been happening?
Oh,
The
how long?
captive situation.
The captive situation. No,
Yeah.
they've always been my captives as long as I've known them. But look at me. Of course, there's sexual tension here. I have sexual tension with everyone.
I mean, that's not what I was
Except for
talking.
you,
That
I
wasn't
guess.
what I was talking about.
Really? Because I kind of
blush.
feel like there's something going on here.
I mean, I don't know.
No, we're definitely gonna
I
talk
don't
about it.
know
We're gonna talk
you.
about it
He, like,
later for sure.
gets all,
I
like,
just
fucked
gotta
up.
I just gotta talk to I gotta talk to Zephyr. I gotta talk to the boss. He was expecting captives, so well, he was expecting a captive, and I went like out of my way to get him 4.
Yeah,
Have
I
you
was
ever
just
done
walking
anything
down
like
the
that to impress
street
him?
and she just grabbed me. It was weird. I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, and she didn't even want to go.
It kind of sounds like
Yeah.
she does. Or
She
Maybe
doesn't
a
even
little
go
bit.
here, you know?
Yeah.
Me, that is. I don't know.
Still a captive though.
Look, I'm tied up.
He just has a very confused look on his face and looks pointedly at the other 3 in the car, like almost a little like, "Are y'all okay?" Like, he's so confused by the situation. He's checking in on the other 3 in this moment. Like, oh, okay. Wait here. And he just kind of like still
hold
posts
on.
up.
There's no way. There's no way I'm letting you just walk in. We are all going in. Me.
Oh
and my
no, I'm
captive.
guarding you.
Yeah.
They're walking in, and you see like
You
2 people have
are?
stuck
You're
their head out
guarding
and
us?
then go
Walk
back.
away from us. Okay. No.
Can I walk up to him and put like a little finger on his chest through the way my hands are tied? And be like, "Oh, you're guarding us? Huh? Mr. Guard."
This is a very weird day for me.
Really? Do you
You
want
want
to
it
talk
to
about
get a little weirder?
There's a moment where it's like, no.
I bet you'd like it.
Sarah, could you hurry? Just like he yells into the like tower.
I look back at my captives in a way that says, Sarah, see, his name is definitely John. Look at these common ass white names. I got it in one.
After
He didn't say no.
No.
Johnny didn't say no.
did not say no. Y'all wait for just a second, and then you see that there's like a handful of people all in similar kind of outfits and such. You can notice now, especially seeing more of them, that all of them do have some sort of like blue and yellow in their color scheme, whether it be like a scarf, the hilt of a very similar dagger to the one that y'all would have found previously, like different kind of things that are like very clearly this was like Zephyr's crew specifically. And all the doors will just kind of get like ripped open as they'll, you know, just kind of hoist you each out.
I love that word.
And start walking towards the door. And I think maybe John will specifically stay closest to Anne-Marie, like not fully trusting the situation, like is not like making much distance. And he's like, "You never told me your name."
You know my name.
No, I definitely don't.
Okay, me, Ashton, was trying to think of like a villain name that I could use, and the only thing I could think of was Xenomorph.
Her name is Taylor.
Stop it!
All right, take your pick. It's either Xenomorph or it's Taylor.
What about like
What about Xena?
Vivian?
Yeah, I was
or
saying
Xena?
Xena. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Cruella
fine.
de Vil.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Xena.
Xena.
Don't do the princess warrior like that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't get out.
No, I get
much
it. You're
from
like,
here, but
yeah, you're not very good at your job. We get it. Are you new?
yes, actually.
Yeah, I can tell. You'll get better probably if you survive.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I hope you do.
He just like kind of takes Rolly's arm and like fixes the very clearly slip knot. And is like, maybe you'll get better at your job too, looking at Xena as he like
Oh, I love a
reties.
man who's good with ropes.
I didn't need to tie that one up. They wanted to be here.
He just leaves it. That makes the most sense. Everything he said today. I get it. But y'all are kind of walked in to the like bottom of this spire, and immediately when you get in, it's a little dark. You can see that there has been what looks to be kind of newer construction that seems to be like goes down into kind of like some sort of like underground kind of situation. But they all walk you to the very middle of the room where you see there's kind of this like kind of circle carved situation. Not like magic circle vibe, but more in the way of, yeah, it's like actual carved stone and it's very intricate. And once like the last person has kind of stepped over, you see that just one of the other guards kind of like elbows what looks to be just like another carving in the wall, and it lights up blue, and y'all feel the ground below you start to shake for a minute, and then you just go flying up in the air on this platform like elevator, but a little too fast to the point that maybe some of y'all are having to like kind of catch your balance as there's just a sudden movement and this just rush of air from below you that's just cold icy air, and kind of goes up to the top with another like very abrupt kind of stop, and then it bobs for a little bit as you each get off, and you are now in, again, very similar architecture to that other temple, but a much larger room that seems to kind of be the entire top of this spire. There are some kind of cracks, like they're made to look a little more natural, but seem to be windows, kind of like arrow slot kind of vibes, you know, being able to kind of look out while you're inside. But there's also more tables and things, but clearly a lot more dust reaver things. As you see, there are like actual metal tables and chairs, some coolers. There are tons and tons of like papers with like, they look to be almost like kind of blueprints and stuff kind of scattered around in various areas. You see, you know, some just general rations. Like it seems like they've just kind of moved into this area pretty sloppily. There's like a little staircase that kind of goes up a bit, and you can see sunlight or sunset at this point. It's a little hazy as it seems like y'all are high enough. There's even like some kind of low clouds that are kind of meeting this point. And it almost looks like it hits another spire that like you can see the top of it and it's just open. You do see two planes sitting on this one in the distance. Like they're that big that they were able to like kind of plant these little biplanes somehow on it. And after just a moment, that bell is still going. And I mean, it is like loud and echoing in here, and it will eventually cut off. And coming from kind of that staircase up where, you know, it seems to go to other places and other planes, you now see a gentleman walking in, and he is, you know, like right at 6 foot, maybe. Clearly has on like some riding boots of sorts that give a little height as well, but they're like navy blue. He has on these like the style is if Brendan Fraser from The Mummy was also a pilot. So it's kind of like the loose shirt, the like kind of khaki pants, but then has on the bomber jacket with a little bit of fur, the like riding goggles up on his head, still has the holster with a couple of pistols in them as well. This like longer hair that's like, you know, pushed back because of the glasses, but a little slicked back, like little kind of like goatee, but also kind of just that 5 o'clock shadow and a mustache. Anne-Marie.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how well your disguise is and the best way to figure that out.
Well, hold on.
I don't necessarily roll anything.
Well,
hmm.
so I have I don't know if this applies at this very moment, but I took the move always suspect. So when you pretend to be a villain to win a villain's trust, they trust you enough to offer you an opportunity and you gain a string on them. And then I have to choose some options. But
Beautiful. Beautiful. Does that require any sort of roll, or is that just a goodie?
no, it's just a goodie. And then I have to pick
Beautiful.
something. So I have to pick someone watching comes to the worst possible conclusion. The villain requires an act of villainy to prove your intentions first, and the villain is only pretending to trust you, and the opportunity is a trap. And I am going to go. I think I'm going to go with the villain requires an act of villainy to prove your intentions.
Love it. All right. So you watch as Zephyr kind of walks up. And let me give you his little token here since you get a string. Let me make it the proper size. Okay. I forget how to use Roll20.
Big mood.
Boom. There we go. Okay, cool. So you now have access to move him, but he's
Sick.
on your one first level string. But yeah, he'll kind of walk over. It is like silent up here now, with the exception of like the wind that you can hear kind of whistling outside, as everyone is clearly looking at him as he walks down and looks you all over. I hear you found artists.
Yeah, they were doing graffiti on your. I mean, well, it's subpar graffiti. I've submitted like multiple pieces that I think we should replace it with, and no one has ever messaged me back. So,
Who are you?
Xena,
Exactly. Xena.
yeah, I work down there. You hired me.
There, I hired you.
Well, your company,
company.
the Dusk Reavers. You hired me.
You seem oddly familiar, so I don't find it unbelievable, but I do make it my point to know who's under our charge, especially after, well, you know, obviously you're part of us. How can you prove to me that you're one of us?
I mean, I'll be honest, I never really got the whole uniform. So maybe if I got the uniform, it would be more obvious. But
Yes, it looks quite toasty. Interesting.
We're up in the sky. You know that, right? You don't have to be a big boy that wears shorts in the wintertime when it's snowing, when it used to snow, whatever. It's cold up here. I can be warm if I want.
You understand that we're hundreds of feet off the ground. We outnumber you, even if these people were to help you. So no one would question it if you maybe took a little fall off the top.
Yeah, but we're in the middle, and I'm here, and I could also push you off if you tried. Not that I'm gonna.
Not
I'm
John
enjoying.
Steps a little closer, just like looks up to him.
I'm not gonna do it unless you initiate it, but you better believe I'm gonna fight back because I'm a fucking Dusk Reaver.
Are you? Well, and he kind of like looks around like he's thinking, and then super fucking quick, like out of his like side, just like flings a dagger your direction.
Do I have to roll to just not flinch at all?
Yeah, if you want to. We could that could be a defy disaster if you just want to hold your cool. If you want to, you can fight instead to like do something in turn.
Ooh. Hold on. I have to look at what my best skill is. Okay.
Thankfully, with both of them, you can kind of choose what
Okay.
base skill you kind of want to go with. Defy disaster, you can do it within any direction. And then
Okay.
danger, I think, or fight is danger or grace.
Okay. I think I'm gonna do daring, but I want to, like, when he throws it, is it like, can I tell that it's gonna go? It's not actually gonna hit me. Because if it's
No, it's
hit
going
me,
like
I'll
right
lose.
at you. Like it's
Oh,
not
it
going for
is?
like a killing blow. Like he's not going for the heart or the head or anything. Like
Okay.
it's clearly like gonna go into like the arm, you know, or like thigh or something.
Okay. Okay. Then
Like, it's
I'm
a
just
bit of a
gonna
test.
do. I'm gonna do a quick sidestep.
Okay.
If I'm gonna try with daring. Okay. 9.
Okay.
Shoot. I wanted a 10. It's fine.
Do you want to use? You have a string on him.
Oh,
You could use
I
that to
do have a
bump him.
string.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking use it.
Awesome. All right, so you can use that string. That will bump it up. So you do it with style at the DM's discretion. You may also learn new information, discover a new opportunity, or gain a string on someone. You could gain a string right back on them if you would like.
Yes.
Or I'll give you the option. Do you want an opportunity or gain a string back on him?
Oh, no, I'll take an opportunity.
Okay. You are able to kind of step to the side as this like comes like super quickly. He kind of looks at you. He's like, impressed for sure. Do you still have like your weapons you were like taunting
Yes.
Rumble with?
Absolutely.
Okay. He kind of looks at the two of them, and I'll say your opportunity. He may not recognize you because he can't see your boobs, but he might recognize that blade of yours.
That's fair. Yeah.
What would like you are starting to kind of realize that as he's eyeing it a bit and kind of trying to suss out this situation. How would you like to kind of avoid him able to think to that a little more? You're getting your insight is you're catching where his eyes are.
Okay. I'm gonna say, do you like my sword? I took it off a pirate.
I don't want to be like rude and only call out someone for their appearances, but were they rather
Oh, yes. That was definitely the first thing I noticed. It was actually a really hard fight. It was extremely hard to find the perfect angle to get my sword through the heart, but I eventually found my way there.
I see. Well, he'll just kind of like nod to not John. He's like, I guess put them with the others. We'll figure it out later. Xena is what they said your name was?
Yeah, that's what I said my name was.
Yes. How about we have a drink?
Oh,
bit of
fuck
a
yeah. Fuck yes.
Wonderful. And he'll just kind of nod to the others and start walking back out that like entrance that he came through, just kind of expecting you to follow.
I'm like giving you guys like a look.
I think, can I, like, right before we're, like, splitting up, can I try to figure out a person on I just from, like, watching that interaction?
Absolutely, you can.
Okay, that's a 4. Oh, mark experience.
Yeah. This guy is just like a stone in this moment, other than like very clearly trying to suss out the situation, which is like obvious to everybody that he's not like fully trusting it. That's about all you're getting from this individual.
Can I also do a move really quick?
Absolutely.
A move out of my playbook. I think it's pronounced mimesis. When you observe someone for a short time, you may ask one. And I would like to ask, do I have to ask the person or can I just ask GM Taylor?
It's like GM. Yeah. It's kind
Okay,
of like
cool.
over the table or yeah.
I would like to ask of Zephyr, whom do you wish I was more similar to?
Interesting.
His ex-wife.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting, because I don't know fully if he's kind of like registered what all is going on. I think there was like probably a bit, especially someone who just runs with like a bunch of outlaws and like indiscriminately, probably they just kill people before he's even like interacted fully. Like you were probably a very different person than he has like ever met. And so I think there is a little bit of that, like I like probably you and Rolly are getting the most eyes of just like, I'm used to just a bunch of dudes. Like this is interesting. I forget, the world is still vibrant, in these end times. I don't know if there's anyone that necessarily wishes. I mean, probably it would be more of either wishes you all were either just super easy to kill or super easy to twist onto their side. But the fact that he's saying hold with others, it doesn't seem like they're immediately going to just like throw you out the moon tower, whatever it was in Game of Thrones vibe. But like, I feel like that would be the easiest response from him.
Then while I am looking in his general direction, and when he is looking at me, I would like to just very subtly start to shift my features. So I'll make my eyes a little bit darker. I'll shorten my hair just a little bit, just enough to where he notices, and then I will turn everything back to normal.
Yeah, I think we'll say that's like when he was like, we have a drink right before he's about to turn around and kind of give everyone one last look over. And he kind of cocks his head and gives you a bit of a knowing look, but doesn't stop the escorting out quite yet. It's like, deal with this first problem, and then we'll deal with the bigger problem. But
like
definitely notices. For all of you, you are kind of walked down a little staircase that seems to kind of circle along the edge, also very old, a little slick and worn in spots. And there's just like a big door at the end of one, like a big, thick steel, rusted old door, but like heavy. And you see one of the people kind of like push it open and then just kind of like nudge you all to just like walk through this door. Any putting up fits, or y'all gonna follow with their direction currently?
I'll follow.
Marion is following.
Same.
Yeah, I will too then.
No, it's up to y'all when shit pops off, or a really bad roll. We'll see how this conversation goes. Did I hear a breath from someone or no?
I was thinking about something, but okay, so are we like, is like the dude in front of us and we're all just kind of like, like little ducklings, like following behind?
There's like a person per each of you. And then the main guy is the one that's kind of leading not John is the one, maybe not John, is the one leading the way, unlocking the door, open it. And the others are just kind of like making sure y'all don't cause a fuss.
Do all of them have keys or just that front guy?
He's the only one that goes to unlock it. In everybody's accoutrement. I don't know. You don't hear jingling keys. There may be other pairs on them in bags or things.
Did he unlock it with a key or was there another way?
Yeah. We'll say it was a big key. Yeah. Okay. Like one of those old school, like big pronged with the circle at the end. Like
Gotcha. Is there like a roll or something that I could do that like the person next to me, like see if they also have keys?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to like just figure a person out, we could kind of roll it that way. To just see if you get like the vibe. Be, you know, not just digging through their bags. It'd be a little hard, but we can roll with it.
It's just kind of like looking to see if they have it anywhere on their person. I will remind everybody I have a -2 to these. So and that's with what
angry?
skill is this with? Yeah, I am still angry.
Maybe
yeah,
when
we
you
haven't
get
done
inside,
anything.
reminder everybody, you do have moves to clear conditions from people.
What is this with? To figure somebody out? What?
Hold on, me. Fan moved my thing.
Wit.
Yeah, wit.
Okay. Okay, so I did remember I used experience to bump that up. So it's now at a 0.
Oh, that's right.
But I'm so angry, so it's a -2. Yeah. No. That was a 3.
Get an
I don't see
experience.
shit. Yay! That's why I'm doing this.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like look, you know, sometimes it's just worth it to get that XP, get that good old XP. But yeah, y'all you know, just kind of follow suit, walk in. And the door will kind of slam behind you. We'll say, you know, like they kind of gather, y'all can figure it out. They don't even like deal with the like half-assed ropes or anything. Just kind of, all right, bye, not our problem anymore. Lock the door, start to walk off. And you find yourself in just like a pretty bare room. Like it's just carved out of the rock and everything. It's just that slick, or not slick, that kind of like coarse, like red sandstone all over. There's like a couple of like little holes kind of drilled along the top that seem to give air and a little bit of light coming in. Maybe like a lantern on one wall. And you, as your eyes kind of adjust, someone's probably slipping out of their bind driller on undo it, everybody. You notice a couple other people. Hear like movement. And then y'all look over and you see a much older woman, like pushing well into 70s, in comparison to a lot of the people you've seen, like very clearly like has lived this like life, has that, you know, just leathered skin, just this like bright white curly like mop of hair kind of pulled back. And then sitting next to her is like a younger, like early 20s like boy. He looks like still very like youthful, also, you know, weathered and sunworn and kind of dusty. And they're just like standing there, like they've got just like some plates of like, you know, some saltine crackers or something, and they just kind of look questioningly over at this like group that comes in that looks like very like well off, like they could handle some shit, and looks a little confused. And they're just like, y'all don't look like the people they usually bring in here.
So there's others they've brought in here?
I mean, yeah, sometimes they'll pick us up off the road if we got some sort of info or whatever.
Are there, and she's gonna start like looking, like she's like, are there other like cells or something? Is this the only one?
I mean, it's the only one we've been in. We've been here for like a week.
And you're the only ones that have been in this room?
Yeah. I mean, there was Steve.
What happened to Steve?
What happened to Steve?
Yeah.
I don't know. They leave out this door and don't come back. I assume the worst, so I just try to not think about it, you know?
Cool.
Yeah,
I think Rumble's gonna kind of just leave this conversation and and go to like do her own thing. And I want to do a thing in a bit, but I'll pause on that until if this conversation wants to go a little bit more. But she exits it for the moment.
He's kind of
Like a
like,
video game. You just like leave
yeah,
conversation. Walk away.
yeah, I don't know. Y'all look like all like you can handle yourself, and they usually just kill them so they don't do silly shit. Are y'all gonna do some silly shit? Are y'all gonna do some silly shit? The old woman's just sitting there, just like loudly crunching on crackers, just listening to this whole thing. She's like I could help. Like I'm not like strong. I'm not the smartest. I'm definitely not charismatic, but like slippery. I can help.
He's good.
Well, it was until I
Like,
got
kind
caught.
Yeah. I like lean in kind of conspiratorially. I still have the blanket like over my head and kind of like around me, and I kind of like pull the blanket off so they can see like my armor.
Oh my god, she's stripping.
Y'all gonna do some silly shit.
We were thinking about it.
No thoughts, head empty. Just looking at you.
I think I look over at like Rolly and Marion to see what they think about like telling this this eager person
I think
more.
we're either here to kill someone or make friends, and it's up to them.
I would like to be friends.
I think that's a good decision.
Okay.
What's your name, friend?
Why did I think of a name? Hold on.
Taylor.
No,
Taylor.
no,
Taylor.
Tyler.
Xenomorph.
Xenomorph.
I mean, you can just call me Jeremy, I guess.
Nice
Wait, is
to
this
meet
the
you,
kid
Jerry.
or the old lady?
The kid.
Oh, okay. Old lady named Jeremy. Sorry.
Old lady
why-
Jeremy.
That's who I thought we were talking to the whole time.
Her name could also be Jeremy. We don't
Yeah,
know.
it might
That's
be
true.
Jeremy. She's just over there just munching on some like saltines watching this whole conversation happen.
Dude, does she have water?
Yeah, there's some water. There's some water.
Concerned about her health.
Look, saltines, you need like a gallon of water for 3 of those.
I mean, if she was just eating saltines one after the other with no water, we should
However-
definitely recruit her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows
Not
what
seeing her pick
powers-
up the cup.
Yeah,
Jeremy-
fuck you, Jeremy. We want her.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Jeremy, I think let you in on a secret, which is
Alright.
captured on purpose.
that makes a lot more sense. I assume. Okay, then what? How can I help? I would
Do
really like to get out of
you-
here and eat something other than saltines.
Do you know any other information about the rest of this place, or how many guards there are, or any of that kind of information? That would be
Okay, yeah, all right. Well, I've been here. What will I say? A couple weeks. I don't know at this point. The time blurs together. But yeah. Okay. So we were just minding our own business. We were scavenging that town that blew up. I don't know what happened to that shit. But was kind of going through that, and a bunch of them kind of swarmed. Killed most everybody we were with, but I guess they felt bad for me and Will. What name did Jason put in there? Wilhelmina here. So here we are. But they had some like pretty big vehicles. Granted, I haven't heard those in a hot minute. Just the planes. But they drove us up here. Said it was the closest outpost. So there's that, I guess. There's they had us in like a holding room down on the basement floor for a bit before they decided, oh, let's throw them in that weird room that we don't know what to do with because it's just like a hole. And makes sense. I figured that would have been the first thought. So they brought us up here. We saw, and then he'll just start like listing off like every single person he's seen and what they look like and who they talk to. And like very clearly, these two people have beef. And these two people seem like they're into each other. Like you can learn very quickly. That is his one skill is people.
I'm
Like
listening
watching
to all
and
of this.
learning.
I'm assuming that none of the people he describes sound like risky.
No. Yeah, like mostly like when he'll talk about Steve who came in here, thought he was being clever and climbed up the wall, but you know that didn't, or the spire, that didn't work too well. But that's like the only other captive that he mentions.
And how often do they bring saltines and water?
Yeah, honestly, for like being some like bloodthirsty like outlaws, they do keep us fed. I mean, there's no nutritional value in it or anything, but you know, they come by breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Usually when the light from that hole gets to about there, and then that there and there was when they'll come.
So helpful. That's, like Jeremy, you're doing amazing. You said you weren't like clever or any of that stuff, but this is incredible. This is exactly what we needed.
This is the best day for me. Thanks.
I give him a very firm arm squeeze.
He gives you a emotionless wink.
My jaw drops. I just
It's like, is that what I look like?
how did he
Your
know?
cousin. Y'all are related.
Yeah, people don't usually pay me any sort of attention because, you know, like I said, I ain't too smart and I ain't too strong. But that, hey, I can watch.
You're smart. There are different kinds of ways that people can be smart, and you're very smart. And maybe you're very strong. We don't know. I mean, your biggest weakness might be just that you underestimate yourself, Jeremy.
I'm pretty sure that one.
You are a child, though, so don't try to fight any adults.
Well, I'm 25. But he does look very childlike. Very
No,
small.
it's okay. I know a lot of grown men that look like 12-year-olds. Don't worry about it. And that was me shading my ex on a live stream. It's fine.
Good.
Get it. Well, honestly, it works. Like I said, people don't expect much, so they talk around me. I mean, y'all open up to me real quick. I mean, I am very scared of y'all. I ain't gonna like backstab you or anything, but it's just proof, you know. I'm easy to talk to.
Strengths. These are all very big strengths.
Thanks. It's real nice to get to like chat. Wilhelmina doesn't talk too much. You can just hear just like a like a little
Like a Minecraft villager.
I was gonna say she sounds like a Minecraft villager. I checked to see if she's been turned into a zombie.
Get her an apple. Yeah, she just kind of just looks at you all. Just gives a little, like 3 teeth left in her mouth, like little smile. She says something when it's important, I guess. And then I guess with that, does anyone have any last questions while y'all plan what your escape is going to be with talking to Jeremy before I switch to Anne Marie?
Can I do a thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so I figured, like, since, you know, Risky and I growing up, kind of doing our own thing and stuff, and like just having to do like what we did to survive when we were younger.
Mhm.
I figured we probably had like an A and B like whistle signal. And so I want to get like close to the wall and try to do like my side of that and see if I can hear the response.
Yeah, absolutely. You kind of get near one of those like little portholes in the door, and like it echoes in here, probably a little shrill for everyone while you're trying to get it just like loud enough, you know, that could get go wherever she possibly is, and you wait for a minute, don't hear anything back in return.
Can I do it one more time?
Yeah.
Okay, I do it one more time.
Absolutely. Wait for a minute, nothing back. Echo.
Rumble kicks the wall really hard with their boot, clearly frustrated, and is just gonna probably just like sitting there like leaned up against the wall, just kind of like, you know, when you're thinking really hard and it looks like you're reading something, but you're not, it's just your eyes moving a bunch. Probably doing that, just thinking of like anything else, because she really expected her sister to be here, and the fact that she's not, that kind of sucks. So that's what she's doing right now.
I think seeing Rumble clearly being dejected, Marion will come over and sit next to Rumble very awkwardly, and doesn't look at her, but just says, I still think we're going to find your sister.
I think she's like, she's probably like, I think she's in this state of just being so frustrated that she's trying hard not to be like mean in response back to you, because that's like a, like she would want to say like, well, how do you know that, like, well, and kind of like have like a mini blow up, but she's trying so hard because like she knows that you haven't done anything, and like this is very nice. And so just like has a really like pursed mouth and is just kind of like and is just like kind of like can't say anything because is scared of what might come out her mouth.
Marion is not reading this at all.
Okay.
Absolutely not picking up the vibes, but
Jeremy is fully, he's like
Jeremy's like, for the love of God.
He's like, oh god.
We'll start to kind of talk about, well, every time we needed something, you always had something on your car. You were always ready. And I feel like your sister is probably the same. And so any kind of mess that she's gotten into, she's probably already gotten herself out of it, at least enough that we're able to help her. Maybe, I don't know. That's just kind of my experience with siblings. I don't have any, but usually they're a little bit alike like that. And I would like to roll for emotional support.
Yes, absolutely can.
And I'm pretty sure I get a -2 to emotional support right now because I'm still feeling guilty. So we're going to see how it goes. I'm going to roll with...
You can do heart or spirit. So
if
that helps, either way.
That is an 8. So you can choose, Blair, to clear a condition, mark an expli, take +1 forward, or gain insight from the GM about an obstacle.
Okay, so I also have a move that is shiny and new when someone, or when you give or receive emotional support in an intimate moment with someone new, you mark XP or clear a condition. So does that mean that I could like take one of mine and take?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I'm definitely going to clear that condition. That's going to be one of them. I think kind of like how to make that work narratively, kind of like, Marion, what you've said, even though it's like tough for Rumble to accept, because she's like the older sister, like sometimes she does need to like remember like Risky is capable, like she is proud of her sister, she is like capable to do stuff herself, so even though she wants to be like big sister all the time and like protect and whatnot, like she can do stuff, so that was kind of like a little reminder of like, you know, she got it, and she's like you know, like, so that, yeah, that definitely like helped calm her down. What was Kian, what were some of the other things on there?
Mark XP, take +1 forward, or gain insight from the GM about an obstacle facing either you or me.
Okay. What's the +1 forward? Is that just like if I
To
have
your
like a
next roll.
Gotcha. I think I want to get some insight about an obstacle that I'm facing, and that obstacle would be we're trapped in a room. Kind of like how can we get an upper hand on the people guarding us?
Okay. Yeah, you've got the info as far as when meals supposedly happen. You can kind of get an idea of like when people will be in here, depending on like how many come. Like y'all could probably like overpower them enough, especially if they're not really like expecting you to be armed and capable. You only see one person standing at the top of the stairs currently, and it is a very small passageway that doesn't really connect to much else of this place. So like you would, if you can get the upper hand of the situation, you will have the upper hand of the entire situation. It's kind of the vibe there. It's dark in here. There's probably like a lot of good places you could like just kind of like push up against a wall. They won't be able to like tell if you're like kind of working on anything, doing something as someone walks in. Like you definitely surprise will help in your situation. The guy that's at the top of the stairs is the same one that has the key, if that helps at all as well.
Did Jeremy say like is there just like a little like at the bottom of the door like a little psh, that they just like slide the
No, this
so
is
they have
fully
to
a
like
repurposed room. This wasn't like meant to be a jail cell.
rad. Okay.
The
Cool.
door's pretty
I think
fucking rusty. I mean, it would make some noise if you try to like bust it off its hinges, but maybe.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It is not meant to necessarily hold people in, it seems.
Nice. Okay, kind of like calmed down and like thinking about that. I think Rumble's gonna turn to Marion and just be like, "You're right," and it is hard for me to see that because it's a, you know, it's my sister, somebody that I'm like close to all the time. Thanks. You can tell this is weird. This is weird for her. She doesn't know how to say any of this kind of stuff. She's trying her best. It's like, thank you. I appreciate it. And is just gonna kind of do a little like pat on like just doesn't know how to like wrap up. Like she's not like going in for a hug or anything. It's just kind of like, I really do appreciate that. So
Marion is fucking thrilled. And says, that was I assume that whistle thing that you did earlier was really cool. I hope that she whistles back. And nobody ever really notices it, but Marion's mouth doesn't quite work the way that a human mouth would, because they are an automaton. And putting their lips into the form of a whistle is not something that is easy to them. And so Marion just opens their mouth, jaw a little bit too far, and whistles the tune that you did. And it's very disturbing.
if there was a jump cut back to Rumble, you'd probably see a like face. And it's like, wow. Yeah, that's actually that's like that's only half of it. It's a little, that's my part. She has another part. So actually it might be good. Remember that if you don't mind. Because if if we happen to be at different spots of the base, then maybe you could whistle it and That's good. But then once we leave here, forget it. And then it's kind. I mean, you don't have.
It's okay. I can do that and looks
Yeah,
at the
you don't have
ground.
to. You don't have to. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's you don't have to. It can just be like a token of this great adventure we're on. Keep it.
Still fucking thrilled. You're making Marion's entire life right now. Sits, brings their knees to their chest, stares at the ground, mouth open, just keeps repeating the whistle so that they don't forget it.
Oh.
Ah. I think something. Okay, so we know the time. I think Rumble's gonna kind of like move back in more of like a general space, and is like, okay, what if? Okay, I'm gonna whisper because they're right outside. What if we like? So they're gonna bring food, and then Caspia, because you're so like strong and stuff, you could stand behind the door and just like knock them out with it. And then we got this guy, and then is it Jeremy? Is it usually like one guy that's standing watch and another guy brings food, or like?
Well, I mean, it's just me and Wilhelmina, so yeah, it's usually just one dude all around.
Okay, great, even better.
I don't know now that there's like a bunch of y'all here, you know.
Oh. Okay, well we can door slam some. Oh, okay, maybe there's holes. You said.
Yeah.
I'm just brainstorming out loud, you guys. So anybody, please shut me up if you want me to. I think like Rim was like, okay, one of us can keep watch. We can count how many people are bringing the saltines. Then if there's one, we can just door slam them, finish, grab keys, take off, go look for Anne-Marie and my sister and just kind of case the whole place and whatever. If there's more than one, then we wait till they come in. Caspia is still behind the door. We let them all come in, and then we close the door, beat the shit out of them, and then we leave. That's all I got right now.
You just
so
hear a very low chuckle from Wilhelmina.
Is that good? Does she make sounds like that a lot?
Yeah, she proves.
Nice. If anybody wants to have a sub A, B, C, or
I thought you were going to stop at sub.
I mean, if we wanted to add some of that to the plan, we do still have ropes. So we could.
Why would you need a rope for a sandwich?
Oh.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about what is known as BDSM.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Got it. I'm familiar. That was just, I'm hungry, I guess.
No, I get it. BDSM takes a lot out of you.
How does Rolly look like a lot is taken out of them right now? Being tied up.
For sure. For sure.
Is that something else that happens in the... I cannot remember, Taylor, for the life of me. I cannot remember your group's name. Yeah, I was like, is that another thing that happens at the Sandswept Guardian rap parties?
Just a emotionless wink.
Oh, good to know. Good to know. Maybe we should get invited to these. Are we now honorary members?
No, but you could still go to stuff like that.
Oh. Learn something new every day. Wow.
All right. With that, y'all, continue to chat your prep and such. And yeah, I'm gonna switch back over to Em real quick. Get us set up for the last little half of this. For anyone, I'm gonna hop to break right after I talk to Anne Marie. So if you want to turn off your cameras, go take a little stretchy, go for it, because you can't help her even if you wanted to in this moment. So
Why would I need help?
Why would you need help? You follow Zephyr and y'all walk out this area, past some of these planes, and into what looks to be kind of like a little gazebo type building, but it is carved out of the stone as well. It's kind of the top of this, and he'll just kind of like plop down. There's some different like chairs. So this very clearly seems to be kind of like his office, his like HQ. Is there's like very clearly like a section of the room that's like his bed, his clothes, his stuff, and then like the section of the room that y'all are kind of in, like it's big, has like, you know, an old chair, like surprised, like probably original to this area, plus some other things have been brought up, very mixed matched when it comes to like a kitchen table and some chairs and a like sofa that's got like holes in it, but like the best that can be had in the end times. And he kind of goes over to an old desk, like leather top wood desk, and plops down behind it, opens up a drawer, and sits a like a bottle of rum, old dusty covered, on the table. Pulls out a couple of glasses, like, you know, just kind of like dusts them off real quick, sends them down. He's like, so Xena, it is. What is it that you were hoping to get out of this exchange? I mean, you brought me 4 vandals. I'm certain you didn't do that at the good of your heart. Otherwise, you would have, you know, you want something. Otherwise, you would have just shot them on the spot.
I'm sick of being on the ground. I want a plane.
Hmm. Do you know how to fly a plane?
I can figure it out.
I like your ambition, your spunk. It's not very common that people come in here, talk to me the way you did, and demand things. It's, I guess, reminds me of me, I guess, a bit, or just a very captain-like thing to do.
That's a compliment. Thank you.
What's your job currently? What do I don't
Guard.
know. God.
Yeah, down there. Me and John.
John?
John. You know John. He's, again, the company hired me, probably hired John too.
Gotcha.
He's a guard with me.
Oh, I see. Well, you're making quite a name for yourself, unlike John is. Where the fuck is the name of this goddamn chickadee? Oh. I'm assuming, since you're not in my colors and I don't remember you, that you are hired under Sable?
Yeah, I'm from the Union.
The Union. Let me see. Well, I'd be interested in seeing what exactly it is that you have to bring the team. I will need to talk to Sable, of course. I mean, we are a bit of a partnership here. I'm not going to steal her people out from under her nose, though. As you know, we don't want to pigeonhole anyone into something they're not quite fit for. He goes to like start talking again, like, you know, maybe pauses, takes a drink, has poured you up some as well. As another guy kind of comes like rush in and he's like, Mr. Hawkblade, sir. And there's just like an eye roll from Zephyr, and he looks over, he's like, yes. He's like, some of our scouts came back, wanted to let you know that the girl that eluded us, Sable's people spotted her in the desert. He's like, thank you. We'll deal with that momentarily. He kind of gives like this like glare, and he kind of turns and rushes off. He's like, we do have lots of scouts, as you can tell.
Not good enough, though.
Yeah. You think you could do better?
Oh, absolutely.
How about a little bit of a
never gotten away
trial?
from me.
Apparently, I mean, you brought in 4 very capable individuals. It's quite surprising. How about a little bit of a trial run? You know, there is the wreckage of an old town down the mountain. I'm sure you passed it on your way in.
Right. What do you want me to do? I thought you were going to continue.
Yeah, it looks like you were about to say something. People like to pick over the place, which, is a good way to apprehend their belongings for us. But, there is something quite interesting down there that I don't tell many people about.
Oh.
You see, there is this weird piece of machinery. It looks like it should be a portal of some kind, though I haven't quite figured out how to turn it on.
Oh.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Yes. And it seems some of my scouts noted that it did turn on.
Oh.
And that the car your friends, captives, are driving was the one that came through as it promptly exploded, and that a certain Anne-Marie was in tow.
Well, first of all, you're welcome for catching those people. Obviously, your scouts couldn't have done it. Now, do you need me to figure out what happened with the portal? Because I can do that. Is this my trial?
I would love to know right now. What happened?
I don't know. I wasn't there. Do I need to roll for that?
How about you figure a person out real quick?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Oh, okay. What do I add to that? What is it?
Wit.
Ooh. Hold on, I have to do math. 11.
Nice. Okay, so you can ask 2 questions now or later in the scene. There's what are your feelings towards blank? What do you hope to get from blank? How could I get you to blank? What do you love the most? And how would you feel if I blanked?
Ooh. Okay. Okay. Shit. What? Hold on. What was the last one again? It was what?
How would you feel if I
would you?
blank?
Okay. How would you feel? I think. How would you feel if? Oh gosh. I don't want to be heterosexual. Is my only issue.
Yeah, valid.
So, oh God, I don't know. Okay, hold on. I'm holding these questions then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me think.
Just like
I'm just gonna let him kind of stare at me, see if he figures it out all the way. And I'm not.
He's figured it out.
Okay, cool. In that case, I assume I'm still holding my sword.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm just gonna really quick tuck it under my boobs and cut the bottom of the binding so the whole thing just shatters and explodes.
Yeah, kitten sweater going everywhere. Yeah.
And it's like a magical girl transformation.
Yes. And I'm just gonna give him a second because he has to recover. And then I'm just gonna say, well, I guess you're smarter than I thought you were. I wasn't actually trying.
Obviously, because I assumed you were smarter. You thought you could just walk in here, not think that this close to our base we had eyes watching everything? Is this why you lost your crew?
Well, it's kind of cute that that's what you think. Because I really don't care who sees what I do. I'm Captain Anne-Marie. I can take them all out no matter what they think.
Well, I guess you'll just have to prove it then. As he'll stand up from the desk, kind of does like a little flick of the wrist, and it looks like a sword just like almost like materializes out of his like sleeve and into his hand.
Cool. I just like I have a pistol. I'm just gonna hold that up to him. I'm just gonna raise that.
And that's where we'll take our official break, everybody. We will be back in 10-ish or so, long enough for me to go eat a breathable because I'm so hungry. And we'll see how this wraps up. Be right back, y'all. It's not that big, Blair. We're back. It's not that big. Only
still think it should
certain
be
crews know
Grimace.
it.
I
Only
hate you
certain
so much.
fucking crews know it.
I
It's
hate
not
you
like Angry Birds where even the boomers fucking know what it is, you know?
I hate you so much.
I love that we're live.
Yeah.
I hate you so much.
Anyway, what's the plan? What are y'all trying to do to break out of this jail cell? So I could just jump to that moment.
I'm
Waiting
gonna
till they
slam the
come
door
to-
on
Foods.
whenever they come to bring food. I'm gonna Blair or not Blair, sorry. Rumble is gonna keep an eye out to see how many
people.
of them there are. If there's only one, I'll slam them with the door. If there's more than one, I'll slam the door behind them, I guess, and we'll
Just boom, beat one of them, open the door, let the next in, boom.
Exactly.
we
Yes.
could do that. That would be
They
pretty
just
good.
wait patiently, like my turn next. Okay. My nose is so ready for that hot sauce. I did not remember it being hot, and I'm dying. It was very good though. All right. We'll say it's been just a hot minute, like not very long, because they've just kind of gotten in the conversation. They're it's one of those things where it seems like they're probably coming in to be like, here's some water and some like saltines to last you the night. Also, please give me like, take off that armor. What's going on? Like they've been able to kind of rally together and figure out a plan, kind of thing. You see. Give me a die. Let me roll. Let me roll a little die. See how many people are coming down here. Y'all want me to roll a D10 or a D6?
D10.
Oh, all right.
D20.
Do I have
Let's
one of
just
those?
Kian,
I don't play games
Kian,
occasionally.
Let's just
Kian,
play the full game.
Kian.
Well, I got a
Wait.
2 on the D20.
D20.
What was my D10? My D10 was a 5, but that's okay. We said high risk, high reward. Y'all got the
Oh
high
my
reward
God.
side. Which is like funny too, because like there's the 2 and then there's the 20. Like they're just one little thing away. You see as maybe not John comes walking down first, starts to unlock it. There's a woman behind him that's that's a little pretty similar in stature. Like it seems like they sent some like tough people just in case. Kind of like starts to unlock the door. When is the jumping moment?
When they walk in.
Yeah, I think what I'd like to try to do, since I'm standing like behind where the door is, and there's only 2 of them,
Mhm.
when the second one comes in, I would like to try to slam them like in the door. So, like
Mhm.
one person is going to get hit by the door, and then everyone else.
Love it. Y'all watch as he's unlocking the door while the woman's got like an actual like little gallon of like water and some like Dixie cups, your rations for the day. And the door kind of starts to just that creak open, and now John kind of like walks in but kind of steps to the side to let the woman walk in. He's definitely like still kind of like posted up in the doorway, like you could still like manhandle him out of the way or like hit him with the door, but he's clearly like come in. And they start to walk in acting all like tough and shit, and kind of there's just a little like bench that she'll kind of set the water down as soon as she starts to walk in, like starting to look at y'all. Who would like to go? Is that they are both kind of in the room. He's still kind of at the door, but not like holding it or like shutting it or anything. I think you might be muted, Taylor.
Am I?
Oh, now I hear you. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't say that I'm muted as like mic unplugged. I would like to try to hit him.
Absolutely. You gonna do a violence? What is it in this fight?
Yeah, do a
Do
violence.
violence.
Roll.
That's in one game.
Okay. In Monster Hearts there's one that's like left.
There.
Oh, no, I don't put. So that is I got 2 6s plus 2.
Damn. So you get
that's
to choose
14.
3. Yeah, and they choose 1.
Okay, cool. I am. Oh, and I think do I get that? I think I have a special. I may have taken something else. Oh yes. When you fight the enemy of your devotion, you can suffer a condition to choose an additional option from the fight move, even if you roll 6 minus. So I can actually do 4 then, right?
Nice.
And I can inflict a second condition within a single fight move.
Nice.
I'm going to. I get to choose the condition. So I will choose anger. As I just slam this person in the door, I'm going to inflict 2 conditions
Okay.
on this guy. And I'm going to take an. Oh wait, is this the guy? This guy has the keys. I'm
Yeah.
gonna grab his keys so that if there's other people that we run into,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
like on the way out of here, so take an object from my opponent. And I guess I'll also create an opportunity for an ally through prowess or distraction. So I just slam. So like I'm just slamming the door on this guy and grab his keys. And I'm just like, yeah, and just like but I think the reason is because I'm trying to make it as violent looking as possible to create an opportunity because maybe the other person is like, whoa, this is
Yeah.
like
I can
Immediate,
make
like,
it
oh,
more
God.
violent.
Yeah, what'd you like to do?
Okay, I would like to take my bestial form. I'd like to
Mm.
transform.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to increase
Give us your
my
magical
skills.
transformation. What does that look like?
Okay, so I get down on all 4s, or should I say 8s, because 4 more arms sprout out of my body. And all of the hands I currently have become like almost like bird-like in the fact that they're like extremely taloned. And then I get like a bunch of like my back spikes almost like a cat, but since I'm a reptile, it's just like sharp points. And then the most disturbing part is another mouth grows out of my neck. It's like my neck opens up to reveal another mouth and set of teeth.
This is like
And
those,
another 2 tongues.
it's like those Animorph books.
Yeah. Anyways, it's disturbing. Unless you're into it. And then it's exciting. And then I'm gonna try to bite the other guy's head off.
Do it. Do a violence. Do a fight.
I'm gonna do well, I have to roll daring first because I transformed.
while they're rolling, I'll just say
Games
real
are
quick, Taylor,
hard. Okay.
so that you know, they do get to do something back to me.
Yeah. I was just trying to figure out what that is. And I think it's probably just going to be a condition because I don't think they are going to have the wherewithal to be able to like do anything else that is smart because they're just getting like whacked. So I
Makes
think
sense.
just like they've got like a club that they just like whip around and like kind of smack into you. Choose whichever condition feels right.
What do I roll to try to attack someone?
Either daring or grace, whichever
Okay, cool.
fits better for you.
Yay. I got an 8.
Nice. All right. So you get to choose 2 from the fight list and your opponent chooses 1. Are you going after the maybe not John or the water girl?
The one that isn't being slammed by the door.
Okay. Water girl. So you've got choose 2. Your opponent chooses 1. You can flirt with or provoke your opponent to gain a string on them. Through violence or cutting words, you conflict a condition. Create an opportunity for an ally. Take an object from your opponent or seize a superior position.
I'm gonna inflict 2 conditions.
So you can only do one from the list each
okay.
fight. So yeah, you can do a
That's
condition
cool.
for sure, and then one of the others. Since Taylor's character has already made a opening for someone else, you could do the same for that. So then the next two people to mess with either of them get a plus.
Sure, I'll do that.
Okay. So we got a condition. Yeah, they're surprised and like in it currently and getting absolutely jumped. What would either Rumble or Marion like to do, as there has been a opening for both to be able to either violence or run or whatever you wish.
Kian, if you don't have anything for the guy at the door, then I could.
I could do either. Go ahead.
Okay. I think like after Rumble was like looking through the little hole, and then kind of when they walked in, she kind of backed up. So the fact that he's been like bam, 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 just with the door, once Caspius stopped slamming him, I think while he's like dizzy and dazed, Rumble's gonna run up and literally just like baseball slide, try to knock him off his feet. Can I have my sword too? Can I kind of
Yeah.
like
You always have it. It can be magically apparated. That's the whole gist of this game. You have it
Oh,
whenever.
okay. I kind of pictured it on my hip, but well, just kidding. If we're being kidnapped, then probably not. So, yeah, I think she's just gonna kind of like run, and as she goes in for this like 2 feet slide, trying to knock his feet out, just kind of like pulls out her light sword and just kind of like whoop, like tries to also hit him too.
Absolutely.
Yay! Let's see. What... And so, do I get a +1 on this? Is that what it was? Okay. And I already have +2 because daring. Ooh. Okay. That's an 11.
Nice. So you get to choose 3 and they will choose 1 in response.
And okay. So let me do those things first. I also have a move that does a thing as well. Where is it? It's on page 1. Is it? Oh, fight. Yes. Okay. So I get to pick 3 things. Okay, I'm going to inflict a condition.
Okay.
Let me look at those. Sorry, I'm having to
You don't have to worry
close.
about. They don't have named conditions. They just have a cap of how many conditions they can take before they're out.
Oh, cool. So I'm going to do that. I am also okay. So the keys were already taken. So if this person has any weapons, I'd like to take the weapon off of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Because his condition, he's going to also inflict the condition because he's swinging up at you, or like I guess down at you, just trying to go punk with this like big club that you can kind of like in the mix, like kind of grab, like it still hits, it connects, but you're able to wrangle it out of his arms as you like knock him off balance.
Gotcha. And then
I know
will
whichever
also...
condition feels best for you for that.
Oh, for him
he's
to...
He's giving you a condition as well, yeah, because he's gonna smack the shit out of you as you're trying to steal it.
Gotcha. Do I want to do the angry again? Ooh. Oh shit! I have like... Can multiple things can multiple moves of mine be like activated at the same time?
Unless
Okay,
it like
cool.
calls for another roll or a different like ability, like to make it happen.
No, I just have that rip move. That when you take or narrowly evade a physical blow from someone dangerous to you, you may declare that one of your clothes were damaged and are now physically indecent, or sorry, practically indecent, not physically
Absolutely.
indecent. And then there's other stuff in there. So I think he'll probably like when he hits, maybe like, I don't know, like fucks up my jacket or something like that to kind of like rip the sleeve or something. So I'm gonna shit, I don't know which one. I'm gonna say a little insecure, because this is like a comfort blanket to me, my jacket, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I can't see people's faces, so
I mean,
I'm like waiting
it's
for
it's
audio.
whatever you want. It is
Okay.
your interpretation.
Okay, cool. So yeah, he wears her jacket, and I'm like, oh fuck my jacket. But now you can see my bicep. Oh, so hot. And then the third thing, Jesus Christ, I need another monitor. Then I'm gonna create an opportunity for an ally. With that. But then my other thing, sorry guys, stuff happens when I fight.
Right.
Though, where is it? Okay. Whenever you roll a 7+ to fight, you may gain a string on someone who is present, and ask their player what it is about you that impressed or intrigued them. So, anybody want to give me a string?
You can take a string on me if you want. Oh, or Layla.
Okay.
You can take a string on me.
Sure. I'm gonna, because this move was how I got that string on you, Rolly, last time. So I'm gonna spread it around. Because I also oh wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong one. Yeah, I'm gonna take one on. Ooh. Actually, can I take? I don't know if you said anything, Kian, but I'm just looking. I want to have a string on everybody, and I don't have a string on Marion right now.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I will say everybody being cool, and then Rumble's jacket getting ripped off. Marion's in gay panic. It's the bicep that does it.
Nice. It's always the bicep.
It really is.
Hope somebody can sew, because Rumble can't. Anybody can sew.
All right. Is that the end of the cascading move combo?
Yeah, sorry. I had like 7 bajillion things.
I love when that works, like when they all just like stack on each other. It feels like, haha, I made a character that works right. It's so satisfying when it works, you know. All right. With this, he's getting knocked to the floor and has the position. There's still the superior position on Water Girl, so I don't think she's necessarily going to move quite yet. As she's trying to like get out of the like double mouths and 8 legs. So what would you like to do at this moment, Marion?
I would like to sprint past and kind of put my hand on Not John's head to like vault over, and I would like to go take up the post, and as I am running, I slowly turn into Not John visually. Up close, it would not hold up because the crack on my face is still very visible, but I'm able to kind of like dim the blue light from there, and so I'm going to kind of mute my appearance and kind of just very casually cross my arms and lean, and be the lookout. And if I see anybody coming down the hallway, I will do Rumble's whistle to the back to the group.
Nice. Love it. Easy enough as you slide by, do that quick transformation. You all start to see it kind of happen, so you're getting a little gist of like what might be going on here. Before I kind of throw it back to everyone, maybe Not John's not looking too hot and is on the ground, and I think is in the process of trying to get up. And like Rumble, you're kind of wrestling with him. Caspia, you're still in kind of this mess. As all of a sudden he kind of like yelps, like something like hit him like sharp, kind of ow pain, and then just goes like completely still. As you look, and there is just like a dart in his neck, and you look over at Wilhelmina holding like a little blow dart thing.
What the fuck? She's a badass. We love it.
Can I do something very quick? It's not a fight thing, but it
absolutely.
is dramatic.
Absolutely.
I think with Rumble and I kind of both like teaming up to fight this guy, there's like a moment where like we're both wrestling him, and like maybe I accidentally grab onto Rumble's arm or Rumble accidentally grabs me or something like that. And all of a sudden I kind of flash back to like before the Sandswept Guardians, like when we used to be close friends and we used to like do stuff like this more often. Like we would get into trouble together and Caspia was kind of a different um and so and I think there's like moment of like this comes so naturally to Caspia and realizes that she misses it and realizes that she's been missing you and that we haven't really had a chance to like connect like that and kind of realizes that she's kind of been putting up a wall to not have to deal with like any kind of emotions about like how things used to be, and I'm going to declare that I am smitten with
Yes.
Rumble.
I'm blushing. I'm blushing.
So you get a string on me,
Oh my god.
and then I have to answer the questions in my Truths of Heart and Blade section of my playbook, which I believe the questions are.
Let's see.
Da, 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 da,
So
da. When you become someone, say why, give them a string, which I did, and answer this question: how does pursuing them conflict with your devotion? And the answer is very clear, which is that it explicitly goes against my devotion. I'm not supposed to have favoritism towards like one person or feel like a different way towards one person than I feel with anyone else. And whenever I break my devotion, I take a condition. So I'm going to take the condition of frightened, as I feel all of these emotions come back to me and like the heat of the moment and the heat of this fight. And like we lock eyes or there's like a moment. And I'm immediately afraid, not of the situation that we're in, but just that I do have feelings for Rumble and I've been like blocking them out.
Oh my god.
oh my god.
Ooh. Do I do anything? Do I
I
do
don't think
anything?
you
Unless you have a
have to.
move that happens when someone's smitten with you.
I have one if I become smitten with somebody that I barely know, which this is not the case.
Yeah.
So, um,
And it's a one-way smitten because you would have to be smitten, declare you're smitten to get those bonuses as well.
right. Can I like? Do I pick up on that? Do I understand?
Is there a
Do I understand
gaze
that?
that's held?
I think it's up to like you could roll to figure someone out if you want to, but I think like since we have known each other, I think you see some of that old Caspia who used to be like more reckless and more daring and more emotionally open. Like, and there is like kind of an unguardedness and fear in eyes as she's looking at you.
I think there's gonna be. I think there's gonna be just kind of like a look, and then just like narratively like has this dude by his collar and like a punch like down like with it. There's just kind of like a huh, but then like still beating the shit out of this dude,
Jeremy's wide-eyed, just watching you both.
gathering all the information,
Jeremy
Oh my
immediately
god, are they
clocked
gonna
what's
kiss?
going on.
add it to his journal.
He knows all. Yeah, real quick, let's like jump to further up in the spire here where we have a standoff happening currently as Zephyr has like popped out his sword, which is just like this like gunmetal kind of black, like it looks very steampunky, like it could be made from parts of like planes and such, but then there's just like really sharp blade on it, and you've got that pistol aimed right at him, and so it's like point point like either direction. And it's just like, I'd say ladies first, but I don't think that you're much for tradition, I guess. Yeah, Zuko, you tell her. You fucking tell her.
Zephyrs got dogs. Zephyrs got dogs.
Oh no.
Yeah. The tiniest, cutest little dog comes around from behind the desk.
I'm sorry, I have to be on the evil guy's side now. He has a dog.
It's a dog.
Yeah, unfortunately. I'm okay. Well, I mean, I shoot you. Actually, I actually have a better chance. I shoot you, you go down immediately. You stab me, I still have a split second to shoot you in the head. So it seems like I'm. No, I'm just in a good
Rolly tries to
situation.
bite his head off.
They're still up in like that other room. Y'all haven't got to
Rude.
deal with
Sorry.
this one yet. And he's like, fine. I'll count to 3 then. Make it like a good old fashioned duel.
Wait, I'm sorry. Are we putting our weapons
1,
down?
2,
or are
3,
we
go. We
shooting?
attack
Yeah,
on
go.
go.
On go. Okay.
Yes. Of course. I mean, this is standard for captains.
Right. No, I get it.
You understand. All right, wonderful. 1.
I kick him in the nuts.
He swings at the exact same time. I love it. All right. Would you I guess first roll your fight, you know?
Cool. Okay, hold on. How do I do that?
So either daring or grace, whichever feels
Okay.
appropriate.
That is gonna be. Hold on. 6.
Cool. Take an XP.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Wait, but didn't get you got another string on him.
I didn't. I took the opportunity.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead and take your XP for that. Yeah, I think you just don't inflict anything on him. I don't know what to do in this situation which he's attacking at the same time. I think now you just, it's so weird. Like that's the one thing. It's weird when I don't roll dice. I'm like, what do you do?
Mhm.
So I think, yeah, you go to kick him, and like he like read you like a book, and just like the steel toe of his boot just like right into your shin and like blocks it as he swings with his sword. If you'll defy disaster real quick for me.
Yeah, that sounds great.
You can do that with, I would say, probably either daring or grace, since this is a physical move, not a social.
Cool. There we go. 11.
All right. You do it with style at the GM's discretion. You also learn new information, discover a new opportunity, or gain a string. So describe how you avoid this like swing, as he's going like right at your neck.
Yeah.
And then what you would like out of that one.
As he kicks me in the shin, and I realize that there's like a split second of decision, I'm gonna use my shin, which has already been catapulted back, to just like get on one knee and do a superhero landing.
Yes. Love it. Would you like to learn new information, discover a new opportunity, or gain a string?
I mean, discover a new opportunity is probably the best one.
Yeah, absolutely. You see that there's a shotgun taped to the bottom of his desk.
Okay.
Like fully that like screw you, shoot someone in a bad business deal. It's there. But yeah, what would you like to do now that you know that that's there? You dodged, he swung, he's obviously turned around to continue the attack.
How far away is the desk? Can I just reach out and grab it?
It's like, yeah, just like right behind him. I mean, quick little roll, you could get to it.
Oh, I want to do a roll. Are you kidding? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Combat roll.
All right, so go ahead and roll another fight as you're going for this gun. I'm assuming pulling the trigger.
11. Yeah. Well,
11.
Yeah.
I mean, you choose what you want. You get to choose 3, and he takes 1. So you've got that list under fight. 3 things you could do there.
Okay. Hold on. Come on. I found all of them except for. Okay, here we go. I found it. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take a string.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I know which 3 I'm taking because one of them is creating an opportunity for an ally. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do flirt with or provoke your opponent to gain a string on them through violence or cutting words, inflict a condition, and take an object from your opponent or seize a superior position. And I'm going to take a superior position for that one.
Beautiful.
And then
So do you want to, as part of this move, are you like seizing the superior position as you're like, are you trying to, I guess, is the goal here you're trying to talk yourself out or kind of smooth talk it, or is it just like fucking kill this guy? You know, like, are you grabbing the gun and shooting, or is your superior position, I have 2 guns and one of them?
Yeah, no, that's yeah. I have 2 guns.
Okay.
I have 4 guns actually. Boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
And then I think shoot. I think he would yeah, gain a string too.
Okay.
Provoke your opponent. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you were able to like roll under, you like rip that shotgun off of the bottom of his desk, maybe even like hop up on the desk. Like I have the high ground kind of style, you know,
yes.
with like shotgun aimed down and the here pistol in one hand, like sword still in your hilt, like or on the side. And yeah, he swings around and clearly looks very like shocked. As we'll go back to the other room, maybe not John is unconscious, but then Sentinel, maybe not John, Marion is standing up, kind of blocking. It is so far surprisingly been very quiet. It's the sound's kind of echoing up a bit, but it's solid like rock, and you're up here with all this wind noise. Like there's an elevator that goes down the rest of the building. No one's really hearing it yet at this point, you know? So what would y'all like to do? I guess we'll probably start with Rolly since you have Water Girl by the many arms and mouths. Oh, you are.
I was just saying something to myself as I unmuted myself. I'm just gonna continue trying to chomp that head off, I guess.
Absolutely. You can't go ahead and roll
keep
5.
chewing.
Go ahead and take that +1 forward for your opportunity, since no one has taken advantage for it yet.
Okay, then I got a total of 13.
Fuck yeah. So yeah, you get to choose 3 as well here. And they choose 1. What would you like to do here of the options under fight?
What are those again?
There is flirt with or provoke your opponent and gain a string on them. Through violence or cutting words, inflict a condition. Create an opportunity for an ally through prowess or distraction, and take an object from your opponent or seize a superior position.
Do they have any objects?
You can see that. I mean, granted, they've been in this like tussle. They are trying to reach for like a dagger on their hip.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I'll take that dagger from them.
Perfect.
I'll inflict another condition.
Absolutely.
And I'll provide an opportunity.
Okay. I think they are going to inflict a condition back on you. They kind of like struggle with you for a second for that like dagger and maybe kind of like nick you a little bit. You can pick whichever condition.
Joke's on you. I like that.
So yeah, maybe it's a little conflicted, but there is some sort of condition there. I'll let you choose how that reflects or makes you feel. Yeah, they don't have a weapon getting munched on. They are looking very close to not existing in this life anymore. So would any of the other 3 like to wrap this up? No?
Sorry. No, we're good.
You're just gonna let me finish it? I chomp again. I chomp for a final time.
Can I'm trying to think. So he's passed out.
Yeah.
Not John's passed out.
Yeah.
Can I try to like throw my light sword at Water Girl?
I mean, yeah, y'all are all right in the doorway. You can just stab.
Oh.
Y'all didn't let them get in the door past like right there. You know, this is all very close quarters tussle.
just stand up from attacking not John. This fight's happening like a foot away and just be like, you know.
Go, yeah.
Yeah, I will do that. Was there? Sorry, I missed it. Was there an opportunity
Mhm.
on? Okay. Mm, Oh, 11 again.
All right. Do you want to inflict that last condition?
Yes.
Easy enough. There's this like tussle happening, and then just like, like lightsaber vibe, just whoop, done, limp, easy peasy. Um, what would you like to do in this moment as these two are down? And so far, as Marion see, no one is coming. I will say, Marion, you've probably now heard gunshots from this other spire, the direction that you had saw Zephyr walk before.
I am going to whistle, and I'm going to start moving in that direction.
Rumble's gonna follow.
Yeah, Caspia will follow. Well, I think Caspia is like very out of breath, like very like so the conditions I have right now are angry, frightened, and guilty. Because I think Caspia feels bad about beating up those two people because she's kind of like now that we're not fighting, she's like they're just trying to survive in this waste. Like they're just like I should be helping them. um and so is gonna follow Rumble, but like be in the back and like kind of sweaty, kind of like out of breath, like looking very flappable.
Yep. All right.
Are
I'll
the-
start rushing. Oh,
Are the other two coming with us? Wilhelmina and Jeremy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, they'll like be like, oh thank God, and then run up and then be like, I don't really know what you want us to do. I mean, Wilhelmina's got one more dart, but
Wherever you feel safer, I guess. Like if you want to stay here with the door open, there's a possibility that they would just come in. Oh, okay. So if you want to hang or running, hope you like running. I don't know, kid. I mean, sorry, you're 25.
I'm an adult.
I'm sorry, I think you're actually older. I think you're older than me too.
Look.
Sorry.
Like runs past you, goes up the stairs.
Question before we get too far. Are there any other, I think I know meta, but Rumble doesn't. Are there any other like rooms like around like places that look like, is this like a hall of cells or whatever?
No, this
or-
is just a room that like kind of looks to be just the floor under like the one you went, like it's probably just goes like around kind of where that elevator was, and there's just a stair here and that's it. Like this is a fully repurposed room. It was not meant to be a jail cell. They've just used it as such. Like this was probably more of a storage or a library or something that was important to this top like temple,
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's just kind of stairs that go straight back up to that main big landing at the top, which the elevator is still kind of like chilling there. It hasn't come like no one's called it. The plus side for y'all, the downside for them is like that's a very far distance and a lot of rock in between, and you stopped it quick enough that they did not sound any sort of alarm. So kind of good there. Y'all do rush up and you hear kind of this like tussle also happening in this like other kind of spire across here. As Anne-Marie, what are you doing as you have this upper ground right now?
I mean, that depends on what he's doing.
I feel we're a little bit of a standoff here, a little stalemate again, as like they have like turned, and he's got that sword kind of up, probably like pointed at you again, but clearly sees like you have a gun that could blow off his head, like kind of pointed at him, and he's just like, What's the play here, Anne-Marie? Are you trying to mutiny? Are you trying to take over my crew, I guess?
You know
Or-
what? No. I
Good.
don't even like the situation. This, like, your whole area kind of sucks.
No, it's not Oz permanently.
Right. I just want to let you know. I hope that they do, in fact, cannibalize you, and I want to shoot him in the head.
Absolutely, you can. Go ahead and roll for me. Do a violence here. Fight them.
I will do a violence. Oh no, I won't do a violence. Wait, I have a string on him. Hold on. Wait. Okay, that's
That
actually
just gives
that's
a plus.
Yes, that's right. But I think that's a 7. Yes.
Well, let me double check. So I know it's a +3 specifically for that one move. Is it just a +1 normally?
Great question. Great question.
Let me see.
I believe
Strings
it's just a
confuse me.
+1 normally because
Because it calls
at
out
least on the
specifically.
on the roll 20 thing, it specifically tells you in the
Yeah. Because I know there's a
Special
move that
support.
says like +3. So yeah, I think it's just a +1 normally.
Okay.
So what does that bring your total to?
7.
7. Perfect. So you get to choose 2. He gets to choose 1 within that. There, you have inflicted 1 condition on him so far.
Yeah. Is there a condition for being dead? Okay, hold on.
A lot of conditions
Yeah.
stacked on top of
Yeah.
each other.
But
it's gonna fucking hurt.
we're doing fight, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. That's what I thought. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. I'm definitely gonna inflict another condition. And okay. I'm gonna take an object from him. Clearly, I don't know how planes work because I was gonna say I want to take his plane keys.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a thing?
Sure, why not at this point? Yeah,
Keys?
he wears it like a necklace.
Fucking idiot. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take it. And he, you know what? I'll let him get a condition in.
All right, get a condition in. You snatch the keys off his neck, kind of shoot at the same time, kind of like pull your hands back, get that shot off. And he dodges a bit, but I mean, you get just like buckshot all in the side of his face. Like it is just immediately like speckled in there. And he kind of like winces and looks around. The like one goggle like is shattered on that side. And he kind of gives you this like, I'm going to fucking murder you look. And then you see his eyes kind of drift behind you where there's like kind of a big like open window area, like kind of just on the back part of his room, as the 3 of y'all are kind of running up now, especially after hearing this like boom, like big shotgun blast. And I think you all see it at the same time. Anne-Marie doesn't quite know what is happening quite yet as she has her back to it. As the 3 of you notice what Zephyr's looking at, which is just like what looks like a fucking asteroid, like just this ball of fire just flying y'all's direction. And the closer and closer it gets, this looks like a superhero breaking into atmosphere. Like there's a person in this like flame, like flying y'all's direction. And Zephyr just looks back at you, Emery, and gives you the biggest like shit-eating grin of just like, you fucked up. It's like the look that he has on his face as right outside, like landing on that in between the spire you're in and the spire y'all were captives in before, like superhero landing, like punches down onto the ground. You see the arm was kind of the source of this like flame. A woman just like stands up, looks seemingly untouched. As you see, she has like this like really long, like super curly black hair kind of pulled into a loose braid in one side. Even for being a ball of fire, you would expect there to be some soot and stuff. Now she's in like this white kind of like top, some like little leather and armor pieces and such as well. Same kind of big steel-toed boots, but you see that the like glove that she's wearing like clearly has this bright red crystal that's like almost the size of the fist on it as she lands, and she like looks up. She has those eyes that I'm just like so jealous of, where it's like it looks like they have natural eyeliner because they have like the perfect eyelashes, but then like the like beautiful light like honey and blue colored eyes, like just like the perfect combination of like mixed genes, of just those great eyes, and just kind of like looks at Zephyr, sees the face, looks at the three of you a little like, or four of you, because Rolly as well, a little confused, and then looks at Anne-Marie with a bit of recognition in her eyes, as this is Sable, the duo of the two Dust Reavers. And I think that is where we will end for this first half of the Lust and Dust season, as you have both of the heads of the Dust Reavers currently in front of you. Not happy.
It's okay.
It's fine.
We got
Everything's
this.
fine.
Did you see how quick we took out those other two? Like,
Yeah,
I'm sure
we
they're going to
got,
be just as easy.
and like
just easy.
we got the plane keys, so
You have the playing keys. You do
That's
indeed.
true.
Alrighty, y'all. Let's go around real quick. Everybody, tell us who you are. What else you got going on? We'll wrap it with some channel announcements and such. So I'll go the same order. Ashton, you kick us off.
what is going on, Power Bottoms? Thank you so much for watching my Minecraft Let's Play. I had IBS, but not during that Let's Play. I've been Ashton, and I played Anne-Marie, and I'm on everywhere on the internet at Popsicle Mike, except for Twitter, where I am at Popsicle_Mike. I do things. Sometimes I go on Twitch and I get drunk and play Marvel Snap. I have a podcast. It's called Friday Night Fights, and that is with a K, so it's Friday Knight Fights. It's about King Arthur in modern times. He was a really dumb himbo. So that's fun. Big lesbians in that one too. Also, you can follow at Cars Conspiracy on Twitter to find my other show, Written in the Cars, which is a show where I talk about Lightning McQueen and how he definitely has sex, because he does. And it's good.
There we go.
It's good sex or a good podcast?
Oh, well, I meant the sex, but the
Oh,
podcast
I
is just okay.
Love it. Let's go over to Kian. Oh, I'm so sorry. As you're taking a drink.
That is all good. Hello, everybody. My name is Kian. My pronouns are they, he. You can find me on the interwebs at uptight_chiffon, uptight-chiffon, depending on which platform you're on. I am here pretty regularly. I hang out in our Cypher campaign. I hang out here in our Thirsty Sword Lesbians campaign. I will be hanging out in the Masks campaign. And as I mentioned at the top, I have a casting call out for a campaign that I will be running in April or May. The seats available are for BIPOC players only. Other than that, you can find me as a recurring cast member over on Lost Caravan. I'm in our Fabula Ultima campaign. I am also in our Nova campaign, which is returning, and I'm so excited. It's going to be so much fun, season 2. But yeah, that is pretty much all that I've got on my plate right now. I've got a couple of the projects coming up. Oh, I forgot to mention it. At the return of Beacons over on High Shelf Collective, I will be back there. They're doing Beacon Bites starting soon, I believe. Beacon Bites are coming up, first episode, but I'll be returning for Arc 2 of Beacons. And yeah, that's pretty much me. Tay, do you want me to do channel announcements at the end now?
Yeah, you can now. We'll loop it in so you start talking.
Sure. As far as what we have coming up, every other Thursday we are here on Entropy Emporium. We have Cypher, that is a heist game. The game title of the game is Project Reach. We're playing the Cypher system. It is a heist taking place in the internet, a la .hacksign, which is really fun, very cool. Obviously, every Friday we are here. Next week is our Friday off, but we will be returning the week after that for our second half of the Thirsty Sword Lesbians Lust and Dust campaign. Every Saturday every other Saturday. On Saturdays, Amber the Space Jammer is running our Traveling Home, a GM-less Ghibli found family queer game. And then starting in March, we will have our horror masks game. They call us Villains, being run by JD. And then coming up later on this year, we will have an Invisible Sun campaign being run by yours truly. Coming out in our Discord, come check out what we've got going on. If you're interested in what we do here, then Discord is the place to be so that we can share it with you. I think that's everything. I hope so.
Hell yeah. Let's then go over to Taylor.
Hello, I'm Taylor. I use she, her pronouns. I played Caspia, who also uses she, her pronouns. You can find me online at Roll for Felicity pretty much everywhere. I do stream on Twitch. I've got some fun stuff coming up. I'm doing, will be like in 2 weeks. So I'll probably mention it again next time. But I've got a like Reddit stories series of streams that I do that are super fun. The next stream that I'm doing is on the 24th, so it's a couple weeks away. But one of the guests who's coming on is Kitty Stryker, who is a consent educator. So I think she'll be like a really awesome guest to have on to talk about like table conflict. And yeah, so I'll be releasing information about that probably. And then on Tuesday, the 13th, is the series finale of the Monster Hearts game that I've been running over on Girls Run These Worlds. It's a Valentine's Day ball or dance, I guess, not really a ball, that the players are going to at their college. It's the culmination of they have to make all these people fall in love due to a Fey pact. The scores are tied. It's very high drama. They're falling in love with each other. There's all kinds of misunderstandings and people getting into relationships and then realizing, oops, that was a mistake. I actually loved someone else. So it's a lot of feelings that's all going to come to a head on Tuesday for the finale. So that's the stuff that I've got going on.
Heck yeah. Let's go to Blair.
Hello, I am Blair _ Canadian Moose all over the place. I've been playing Rumble tonight, and yet again, fabulous time, fabulous job, everybody. I love this game. It's been so much fun. What I have going on, you can usually find me over on High Shelf Collective. That's where I'm at most of the time. Like next week, next Thursday, because we're actually recording.
I guess I should
this.
prep that. Oh.
Yeah, I remember this time. Thursday, I'm going to be in the Corrupted game, which is super exciting. It's very Last of Us coded, and we're playing with the creator, Navarre. So that's going to be super fucking fun. Also, I wish I had it. I wish I had the link to his podcast because it was so fucking cool.
It's so
He's
good. It's Secret Nerd Podcast.
Yes, Secret Nerd Podcast. Go check it out. He just released like the first episode of their actual play of it, and I listened to it to prep for this so I could get, because never played this game before, but it's so exciting. Everybody's characters are really cool for this. It's gonna be just like emotional blah, but then we're getting chased by monsters, which is super fun. And Taylor's GMing it, so yes, it's gonna be super fucking fantastic.
If you like very like emotion community driven like apocalypse, like Last of Us, this is so good. And let me just say that like he knows his shit. Quite literally for like 5 hours yesterday, we were just like gushing in DMs about the new The Last of Us like documentary and like podcast stuff. Like he knows his shit, and you can tell by how it's written.
It's going to be really, really cool, especially because this is his first time being a player. He's never been able to play his own game, so it's really exciting. I'm going to play a cozy craft content creator that's in the apocalypse, so we'll see how that works. But that's the next game that I'm also gonna shout this out, even though it's at the end of the month. We just had a new series start on High Shelf called Off the Shelf. Taylor was in the one this week. It's basically, if you know what a presentation party where everybody gets together and makes PowerPoints and then presents them, it's that, but in a stream form. And the one that we had this past Wednesday was like queerness in media, which was really cool. It was awesome. The next one that we're gonna have on the 28th, I'm gonna be in, and it's gonna be a lot of stuff about like different jobs that we've had. So I am gonna talk about my experience being an ESL teacher in Korea and Japan, and kind of some tips, tricks, do's, don'ts, how to not be a dumbass American over in other countries. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. So if you want to come check that out and learn some new stuff, it's a great time. But yeah, that's all I got going this month other than Lust and Dust, of course. So, woo!
Hell yeah. And then I am Taylor. I've been your GM today, as well as the NPCs and such. You can find me at Potato on Blue Sky or put underscores on other ones and not. I don't know. My branding's fucked. Yeah, like Blair said, you can find me next Thursday running the Corrupted. You can also find me on High Shelf Collective every other Wednesday in our Werewolf 5e game. It's getting heavy and wild. You can find me over. Oh, also every other Saturday is Die RPG.
Werewolf is Tuesday.
Tuesday.
You said
What did I
Wednesday.
say?
You
I
said
don't know what
Wednesday.
days are anymore. Tuesday. You can also find me on Saturdays that I'm not doing Die, playing Fabula Ultima over on Lost Caravan, as well as Lancer every other Monday on Lost Caravan. This obviously, as well as, hey, wherever you listen to your podcasts, you should check out Bloom and Blade. It's a Girl by Moonlight podcast. I am the GM for it. The cast is absolutely amazing, and Kid, who have been producing and editing and marketing and making it all amazing, have done such a good job. Just go tell them that they're awesome. Just like unprompted, let them know that they're awesome. It is very good. It is very fun. Maybe we're starting like recording for season 2 soon, so you're gonna have more content. So you should just keep on with it. I think that is it for me, though. Like we said, we will not be here next Friday. We're taking our little mid-season break. We'll be back the following Friday. But next week on Thursday and Friday, there will be community game night. So join the Discord. Come hang out. Let's play like some Jackbox or like whatever other fun things we come up with. Yeah, that's all the things. Let me go back to the proper chat so I can say who we're rating. We're going to rate over to Folk and Myth, everybody. So go give them some love. Go give them some likes. Tell them hi. Tell them that they're awesome. Just tell everybody they're awesome. It's just that's the thing to do. Look, it's fucking February. February usually is not great. So tell people they're awesome. Make it a little better. That's it. I'm going to keep rambling. So I'm going to go to the thank you screen. I love you all. Thank you for watching, for hanging out. Thank you, everybody, for playing. We'll see you in 2 weeks.